Mark Hunt is pissed off. Now, let's unpack this a little bit because this story goes back to what, UFC 200? So, essentially, here's what happened with Mark Hunt, okay? He fought 3 guys that all tested hot. He had Bigfoot, he had Verdum, he had Lesnar. The Lesnar is the one that was the tipping point for Mark Hunt. He goes, I'm mad. But here's why. Lesnar had taken a test. That was the test that came back hot and he had failed. The test was taken prior to the fight, but the results of the test didn't come back. They weren't turned in until the fight was over, and Hunt came in second in that fight. That's what pissed him off. In front of everything else, that's what made him mad. I thought his anger was displaced. He came at it from a perspective of this is underhanded, and I believe they held the results. That's not true. That test is just not built for speed. There's some tests that are, but that one's not. That test, because of its sophistication, that's how they were able to even find what was in Brock's system. Many tests would not find that. By the way, before you come out and you beat Brock over the head and you embarrass him and you got to retest it, and then you got to retest it again, and then you got to have some dialogue. I mean, this is a very big deal to accuse somebody of this. Now, Brock was cool. Yeah, you got me. I did it. You got me. But I'm just sharing, this is why these things can't be done overnight. This is not like a street drugs. You know, you pee in a cup and boom, they can find it. It's not like that. These aren't just urinalysis. They're doing stuff with blood. It's very sophisticated. So in that regard, Mark was actually wrong. There wasn't foul play here. It just wasn't built for speed. Why this upset him to the extent that it did, though, surprised me in this regard. Yes, Mark had fought 3 guys. They all came back dirty. Mark didn't like that. He's got the right. Mark Hunt earned the hard way the right to his opinion. And he's squeaky clean. He's just a guy who's never cheated. So you can see where that would really bother. What I'm sharing with you, I was surprised how much this bothered him, because if you go back and you look at the work that he did in Japan, in Pride, or even in K1, my goodness, there was no drug testing over there. I mean, I don't know if he ever fought somebody that wasn't on steroids, ever in K1, and rarely in Pride. I mean, here's what you guys have to understand. Guys are doing steroids now, and there's tests to catch them, and they're still doing it. I mean, that was Mark's experience, right? That's why 1, 2, and 3 all got caught, because there was tests. Now imagine in K1 or in Pride, where there was no test. If guys are taking the gimmick now, when there is a test, imagine. I literally don't know if he ever fought a clean guy in all of K1. And very few in Pride. It just seemed to be something that followed Mark's career. For some reason, he'd had enough. For some reason, those 3 that I named, man, that was the tipping point. The fact that a test was done, but the results weren't in and the contest happened in there, it pissed him off.
Uncle Jill. There's no bad guy like Uncle Jill. Never lost, not even